Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. It is so early. So I did say in my last video I was going to do waking up early this week. It is Friday, so it has got to the end of the week and I'm only doing it now. I wanted to show like the first day because I feel like the first few days are always the hardest and people will just wake up on the first morning, like their alarm will go off and they just feel sick and tired and they're like no, and they just don't try. But it is, honestly, I've done it before. I did it for like 2 years. I woke up at like 5:15 and this morning I only woke up at 5:45, so it wasn't even as early. And honestly, after the first few days it becomes so much easier. I am actually sick again at the minute as well, so if my voice is a bit off, my throat is absolutely killed. I think I just have the cold or something, but the pain my throat is in is honestly so intense. But because I just have a little bit of experience of getting up super early and getting things done, and I know I get a lot of questions from people about that, and I also know a reason a lot of people aren't able to like hit their targets and stuff is because not enough hours in the day. So just waking up that bit earlier honestly makes the biggest difference. Just getting in like a walk or your gym session or anything like that, and then it is just out of the way and you have the whole rest of the day to do whatever you need to do. It honestly is a game changer. So I just kind of wanted to share some tips and tricks and show you kind of what it's like. It is like 7 o'clock now, so it's been like an hour and 15 minutes, but that is only because of having to set up this camera every like 2 seconds. It's really adding a lot of time on having to film everything. But I've got to the gym now. This is the first time I've actually drove in the dark as well. I'm so proud of myself. At first I was terrified. Also, I was having a nightmare last night about zombies because I've been watching The Maze Runner. After like being abruptly woken from that, to then going out in the car and driving in the dark was honestly terrifying. I also don't feel as tired as I would. When I first woke up, I literally thought I was gonna die. Like I thought I was gonna vomit everywhere. I just felt so sick and tired, but I just forced myself out of bed. I had all my clothes like left out from the night before. I did actually go to sleep a bit later last night than usual, because usually I actually do wake up at like 6:30, so it was only really an extra 45 minutes. But I think it's the not waking up naturally, like the waking up to an alarm, that makes it so much harder. Once I kind of got up and got ready and stuff, I didn't feel as bad. But I've got a little energy drink, Gatorade Zero, which I haven't tried before. One of the shops like beside me does like American things and they have Gatorade, and I tried it before and I absolutely loved it. But it is quite high in calories, and then I found the Zero one like on a website, so I'm gonna try that for my session this morning. That is delicious, just tastes like orange juice. Does Gatorade have electrolytes in it? Honestly, I can't find out, but I'm pretty sure Gatorade has electrolytes in it, and I really need the extra hydration right now with being unwell. Don't usually go to the gym on a Friday, but yesterday I got my hair done. I just got a wee top up of like the blonde and stuff. When I get my hair done it takes like 4 hours, so that on top of work and everything, I just didn't have time to go to the gym, so I just kind of switched this week about. So I just do 3 sessions a week just because that's what I can fit in best, and I know that's what's sustainable. You don't have to go to the gym 5 times a week. It's perfectly fine to go as many times as you can fit in, really. I do lower body, upper body, and then full body. So today's the full body day. But I do remember as well when I used to go to the gym, when I used to like get up super early and go to the gym, I felt so good during my sessions, because I'm kind of someone that if I eat before a gym session I feel a bit sick, because I've been going to the gym obviously at like 10 AM or like 9:30 AM. I kind of have to have breakfast first. Like I can't just go not eating anything, so I haven't really had the choice. Whereas this morning it'll be exciting to see if I feel even better during the session and how it goes. So yeah, let's go. Oh my gosh, that was such a good session. I plan my workouts so they only take like 45 minutes, just because obviously I can't be spending too long in the gym because I have work to do, clients to check up with, everything like that. Yeah, that just felt so good. I was feeling a bit weaker. I don't know if it was because I'm sick or because I haven't eaten, so I'm not sure about that, but I didn't feel sick like I sometimes do when I eat before the gym, so that was good. And I did manage to film some of it for you. I didn't film the whole workout just because I've never filmed in a gym before, but honestly, because my other gyms you weren't allowed to film, so I never had the chance. It was kind of like there was a lot of people staring, but honestly it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Like it was completely fine. It is now 10 to 8, so we're gonna head home and potentially get some breakfast. I'm not super hungry right now, but I feel like by the time I get home I'll probably be hungry. Oh my God.
is she. I get drunk on jealousy talks, and we take too many shots. Think we kissed, but I forgot. But this much is true, and this little heart and brain of mine said.
Just sat down to do my work. It is 9 o'clock. That is kind of the end of the morning routine, getting up early, and honestly just knowing now that I'm starting work, just knowing all that is done, like I've had my breakfast, I've done the dishes, I've gone to the gym and done my workout, I got a few steps in there as well. Really all that's left to do the rest of the day is work and get the rest of my steps in, which I don't even need to leave the house for as I have a walking pad. So just knowing that is honestly making me feel just so much less overwhelmed right now. So I feel like this is definitely something that I'm gonna continue. I feel like it's something I don't necessarily need to do, but how good it feels to just get it done in the morning is honestly so worth it. I feel like sometimes I can get so overwhelmed with like a long to-do list of needing to go to the gym, needing to get all my steps in on top of all the work I need to do every day, like with my coaching and social media and all that stuff. So I can get a bit overwhelmed, and as you know I do struggle a lot with like anxiety and stuff. So I feel like even though it's not something I need to do, I feel like it's gonna be something that is really gonna help me going forward. I just want to give you some tips if you want to do it as well, because obviously I did it for 2 years before and then I've done it again this morning, so it's kind of like refreshed in my brain kind of what it feels like. I feel like people that get up early, the advice they give the most is you just have to do it, and I know that's so frustrating. Like I fully get how annoying that is, because it's like, but I can't. But honestly that is what you need to do, you just need to do it. Like you seen me do this morning when my alarm went off, I just got out of bed. That's literally what you need to do. I feel like the Lumi light is so helpful. I would actually really recommend that, because I did actually wake up before the alarm went off. It was like the light that woke me up. As tough as that was, I feel like waking up to a gradual light is a lot better than waking up to like a really loud alarm. Also with that, if you are going to be setting an alarm, obviously if you don't wake up naturally at that time, put it at the other side of the room, because a lot of the time I think it's the first like 7 seconds or something when you wake up, you're not fully awake, so you can hit snooze and go back to sleep and not even realize you've done it. So if you put your phone or whatever you use your alarm for at the other side of the room, then you have to physically get out of bed to turn it off, and then you just have to not get back into bed, just go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, whatever. Another tip is to leave everything out the night before. That's what I done when I used to get up at 5 a.m. every single morning. I every single night would leave out all my stuff for the next morning, because you are quite tired at that time before you actually get out of the house. Like that period of you getting ready to leave, you're going to be quite tired, so it's hard to like use your brain a bit. So if everything's already there, you don't have to use your brain, you literally just have to put it on. Like I will in the spare room leave my shoes, socks, my gym outfit, my bag pre-packed with all the stuff I need in it, and then if I'm bringing like a wee snack or a energy drink, I will just leave it in the fridge sitting where I can just open the fridge and grab it, so it's like kind of left out ready to go as well. So yeah, the first thing you're gonna do is just get yourself out of bed, over to the alarm. Once you get yourself out of bed, get yourself to the bathroom just to brush your teeth, pee, whatever you need to do. Even if you have to crawl there, just get there, and I promise that is the point you're going to start to wake up, and that will be so much easier. Then you're going to go and get your clothes on that you have left out the night before. Everything's ready to go. Whether you're going to go for a walk or to the gym, or you don't even, if you want to be waking up earlier and you don't actually want to do any exercise, you don't have to actually leave the house. Like you can just get up in the morning and then just come downstairs, make a cup of tea, sit on the sofa, do some journaling, do some reading, little things like that. That's a great way to even start, and then eventually go to going for a walk or going to the gym as well. I feel like I always kind of have to have an energy drink. I feel like they really give me the energy for the gym to actually do the workout. So I feel like it's nice if you have like a favorite energy drink or a coffee you really like or anything like that, to actually have an incentive as well to get up and get, you're like, oh, I can't wait to have my favorite energy drink, or I can't wait to have my favorite coffee this morning. Get up and make that first, and I feel like that will really help as well. It'll give you the energy for the workout or for the walk, and will also just give you that little boost of something that you actually do enjoy. Obviously I said I already wake up at like 6:30 every single morning, and this morning I woke up at 5:45, so it really wasn't that big of a difference. If you are someone who wakes up at like 10 a.m. and want to start waking up at 6, or 5. I feel like that's not very realistic to go straight into that. So I would advise trying for a few days doing like 15 or 30 minutes earlier. So say you wake up at 10, wake up at 9:30 the next day, then wake up at 9 the next day, then 8:30 the next day, and like slowly just make it a bit earlier and earlier so your body can adjust to it that way. And my last tip is the night before. Obviously I said about prepping all your stuff and leaving it out for the next morning, that's super important, but also making sure you have enough sleep. So if you want to wake up at 6 or 5, look at what 8 hours looks like and what time you need to be asleep by, then kind of work backwards for an evening routine. So like really winding yourself down, especially if you don't usually go to sleep that early, it can be hard. So making sure you do things that actually help you wind down, like getting a bath, having a chamomile tea, reading a book, anything that really does help you wind down. Last night I did read some of my new book that I have actually still been reading, sticking to that, and that helped me feel really sleepy. So just doing little things like that to make sure you're actually preparing for the next day as well, because a lot of the time your body does only need like 8 to 10 hours sleep. So if you plan that in, you're probably automatically going to wake up at that time anyway if you are going to sleep early enough. So just making sure you have that proper amount of time in bed will also just make it so much easier for you to actually get up in the morning. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I think I'm just going to leave it there because the morning's over and I feel like that's all the advice I can think of right now. I hope you found it really helpful. I know a lot of people at the minute are trying to get up a bit earlier, so I just thought it would be really helpful to give you these little tips, and hopefully incorporating those little tips and little habits to your morning will make it so much easier, and then you'll have all those extra hours in the day to be able to do more and feel less overwhelmed. Let me know if there's any other videos like this you want to see, or any other kind of advice videos, things like that, anything that will be helpful to you, and I will see you next Sunday for another video. Bye.